We got some football to look at, bets to be made, money to collect. And Tom Brady told you motherfuckers, I will never retire. It's a money pot thing, man. Let's go.
Let's go! This ain't the fuck like oh, this game can heat stink!
Oh shit!
It's gone!
And we are live. Sorry about that. Turn down the volume. It's the boy. It's your man, Moss Money. We are back here for another episode of Money Pop Podcast, the best kept secret. The takeover is here. I've been saying it all goddamn year, and I ain't never tell a lie. We are live right here on A2D Radio Network, man. If you're on, follow, subscribe, hit that notification button. Let's get right into it. We got the games to talk about today. We got Tom to talk about today. I just saw Nadal hit and win yesterday. Shout out to my homie Willie Vegas was out there giving out small little gems. Plus 155 for Nadal, all-time great, crazy value, great bet. Didn't look good in those first two sets, but he came back strong, which they always do, and he got the win. That's plus 155 for people out there who was following Willie Vegas, man, giving out free bets, giving out free plays. That's what we do when we come here. My man is coming, and then Tone's coming with the props, but I got to play for y'all. We're going to start off with a lock play. We not playing no games. Lock play brought to you by Fan Up. You see it at the bottom? Now, I can't really use Fan Up because I'm a Droid user. You know what I mean? I'm a Droid user. But for you Apple guys, I heard people have been getting it in on Fan Up. The best way to enjoy fantasy sports, daily NFL contests, and more. Win great prizes. Please sign up today. Use A2D code for, I think it's 5,000 bonus points, which is like $50 value. No brainer, right? No brainer to jump on the bandwagon. Get on Fan Up if you have iOS, Apple phones, iPads, whatever. Jump on the bandwagon, get a free bet. Hey, bet with us today. Bet with us today. Let's get it going. Here's your first free lock bet today. We're jumping right into the mix. I don't play no games. Get your pad, get your paper. Check me out. We're going with Brandon Ayuk for over 47.5 yards. A little bit on the juice, a minus 115. But think about the value here. We know Debo's somewhat hurt. We know Trent Williams is somewhat hurt. They're going to play. They're going to strap up. It's football team. You know, it's football team. It's time to go. They're going to strap up. So they are going to play. But I think that Brandon Ayuk is a small little key here because I think that Debo's going to be hampered. They're going to give him the ball early to see where he's at, see what he can do, how he cuts. But we know Ramsey's going to be on him, and they're going to try to move Debo all the way around the field to get him in there and get him his yards and stuff like that. But I'm not 100% sure how effective he's going to be. He came off limping on that last game. So they might shoot him up what they need to shoot him up, but by quarter 3 or 4, that thing going to be coming off, and it might be tough. So I'm thinking, and Kittle, if you look at the games that they had against Kittle with the Rams, Kittle hasn't been too effective. He had two both games he had 5 receptions. One game he only had 10 yards. The other game he had 50 yards. He's such a threat, and to have him contained. So I think the key piece here in this game, Elijah Mitchell gets off a little bit, but he doesn't score. I think the key piece here is Brandon Ayuk. I think he gets over this number rarely easy, maybe in the first half, over 47.5 yards. It's going to be a great game. Brandon Ayuk over 47.5, minus 115 on DraftKings. Go ahead. Lock that in, man. Lock that in. We starting off right at it. Right at it. All right. So, poll question of the day. And how funny was this shit yesterday, right? How funny was this shit yesterday? Because Twitter exploded. And I'm looking at my phone. And I'm just like, And I didn't really say much about it. I didn't say much about it, about jumping on and saying, oh, go this and go that. That shit had everybody fooled. Until you see the person, let me give you a hint. Until you see the person come out and say it, right? It's not about being the first, right? Here's a gem. It's not about being the first. It's about being the most accurate. That's the key to when you break news. It's not always about being the first because it'll be trendy everywhere for a while. Still trending right now. But we're going to hit you with the poll question. Tom Brady will not retire from the NFL. Agree or disagree? And our poll question is brought to you by Body Check Wellness, in line of products that promote wellness, balance, recovery by using the full potential of hemp. We all know what hemp is about. They come in extracts, blends, gummies, tropicals, another A2D special, 25% off your order, bodycheckwellness.com. I got to be paying bills, man. They got me paying bills left and right with these sponsors reads. Fan up, Body Check, lock in. Tom Brady will not retire from the NFL. Let me know what you think out there. Agree or disagree. Let's fucking go. And I will tell you this. I will agree to the poll. You want to know why I agree to the fucking poll? Because Tom Brady is going to say, these motherfuckers ripped me off. These motherfuckers already signed the papers for me to retire. These motherfuckers think I ain't got it no more. These motherfuckers ready to show me the door. And I ain't finished until I'm finished. Just like Ric Flair said one time when they tried to make him retire, I will never retire. Ever. Ever. I will have to die in this ring. Tom Brady will have to die on that field before you pull him off. No fucking way. That's what the media gets for jumping the gun and saying that Tom Brady was going to retire. I put money on it that he'll come back for 1 year just to write his own story the way he's trying to write it off. I don't think that Tom Brady retires. I think he's back. But look who joined the fray. My man, my right-hand man. CBB killer, college basketball killer, the heat maker, the heat master. They call him Diddy.
What's up, boy? What's going on?
Got a little bit of energy today, man.
I hear it.
I'm excited to be here, man. We got people on joining, man. Tone is coming on later. I'm paying bills, saying sponsors. Royal Rumble was last night. Nadal won.
Fuck my money up.
5 a.m. in the morning and everything. Man,
he just won 5 a.m. He just won like 8 o'clock. I went 5 hours.
Jesus Christ.
5 hours, bro. He was down 2 sets. I had Medvedev like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. No, I saw that he was down 2 sets. But that's what them do, man.
Yeah,
Him
does
it,
it. Federer
does it. They're so tough.
He the GOAT. He the GOAT right now.
Yeah, it's so tough.
21 majors, man.
But like I said, agree to disagree, man. Tom Brady will not retire. I'm actually going to agree. I don't think he's gonna.
No.
I don't think the fact that they showed him the door already is just like this the type of his mentality of how his mental is that it just fucks with him. Like, yo, they really just wrote me off. Like I think he couldn't even write his own story.
They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to put something out.
Yeah,
but I think he comes back. I think this is his last year, though. I think this is a send off. I think he deserves it. He deserves to go every stadium he goes next year and get a nice little standing ovation and a send off. He's the best to ever do it. And he earns that. I'd rather him not retire like this.
Yeah, right.
I think he has a okay enough team that it's not going to get bad. You know what I mean? He ain't going to be a losing season and he's going to retire like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I think he still can retire fairly in contention for a playoff or a Super Bowl next year. So,
yeah, I mean, I hope so, man. I hope he comes back. I want him to come back. Just
gives Tampa an opportunity to get another quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's a lot of business behind it.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. All right, so I gave a lock play before you came on, bro.
Okay.
I gave Brandon Ayuk over 47.5 yards at -115. I really like that play. I'm not sure what Deebo Sanders is going to look like. They're going to shoot him up with something to make him feel good. But by third, fourth quarter, who knows where his ankle is or whatever his lower leg injury is. Kittle doesn't do too well against the Rams. Elijah Mitchell, is doable. He'll get the ball about 20-something times and get you like 85, maybe a buck. He hasn't scored yet against the Rams. And the 2 games that the Rams lost against the Niners, and we'll get more into it later on in the game, Brandon Ayuk is been, somewhat of a focal point. He's gotten 6 or 7 targets. I think that he gets over here on the 47.5 minus 115. I wanted to get the people something quick, something fast, something that tells them that we want to give them value right when they jump into the stream, right when they jump into the play. Make sure they're sharing, telling a friend and tell a friend. Give me a lock play, bro. Give me something that's going to be on your docket today.
My docket. I mean, the Brandon Ayuk is good. Debo Samuels hasn't been on the injury report at all. So, I mean, we know he was hobbling at the end of the game last time.
There's no way he's not hurt.
I'm just saying he wasn't on the injury report. He's been cool since Wednesday. We on Sunday now.
Yeah, they paid a couple people to keep that man off.
So, what I would do here,
anything you got basketball. I'm talking about anything. Everything's on. Just give me something.
It ain't much really going on really today. Besides, I got a 3-team teaser basketball. You want to do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
And we can get right to football. 3-team teaser. We got it right here.
Go ahead. I'm gonna write this thing down.
This will be what 4, 8. It's about 8 points, right? I want to say basketball teaser. Yeah. And mind you, Nate, I done shot you over them bets yesterday. I was on fire.
Yeah.
Fire. So we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna follow that up to end Sunday. Purdue, Wisconsin, Iona. 2 units. That's a 3-team teaser. That's Purdue at minus 1.5, Wisconsin at minus 3.5, Iona minus 2. Lock it in.
He said it. So let's
follow the train.
Let's put some flames up. Let's put some flames up on him. Like these bitches up.
Yep. I got some basketball too. Might as well just get it out. Providence minus 2. Nothing too crazy. Northern Kentucky and Cleveland State over 134. And Cincinnati minus 5.5. Nothing too crazy on those 3 plays. I think they're good lines, but
something a little light.
Yeah, something light.
Something
just touch it a little bit. Maybe put in a parlay.
I feel you.
Oh my God, Nate! You know what I was thinking? I wasn't even thinking yesterday.
All right,
if I put the motherfucking plays I had yesterday that I was smacking all day in a parlay, I was tripping.
What are you doing, bro?
Right? I had money lines. I had
parlays. I mean, sometimes. All right, we say we don't do parlays, and then we sending each other tickets on parlays.
That's true.
You know what I mean? We say
but you see me hit 3 5-team parlays, or 3 5-team parlays. You see me smack them. About to put them together.
Yeah. How about what were we talking about, that Rutgers Wisconsin game? How about Wisconsin covered too?
Who covered?
Wisconsin.
Nebraska, you mean?
I mean Nebraska. My bad, Nebraska.
They
were up by half.
Yeah, I like Rutgers there.
Yeah, Rutgers.
I mean, when the lines are short like that, I just take money line. Anything 2.5
basket,
3.5. Maybe I may not do the, but anything 2.5, I'm taking money line.
Yeah, right. Facts. Big facts. All right, so we got our basketball locks out the way. I gave you the Brandon Ayuk out the way. We got the poll question going. Tone is coming on in about 10 minutes. Plays from last week, bro. So we had the 3 dogs won outright, right? Mm-hmm. And then KC obviously in probably the game of the year against Buffalo. Crazy thing. Was anything a surprise to you last week with these games?
For me?
Yeah,
I gave you those plays. I gave you every single play last week. Smacked them. So no surprise with me.
No surprise.
I gave you Bengals. I gave you Niners. I gave you Chiefs, and I gave you Rams.
Right.
Smack City.
Any crazy sweats?
The Chiefs was a little crazy sweat.
Yeah. Was that your biggest play?
No, it was just a sweat because the way the game kind of flowed at the end.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it was like right there to 2.5, and they were stuck. They could lose. You know what I mean? It was like right there, but I had them all in the teaser, so it was cool. But the Chiefs was a little bit of sweat. Just a little bit.
Tom Terrific saved me because I had Tampa in the teaser for 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, 3.5. I had him in the teaser for 3.5, and the Heroics came back and saved me. And they really had a chance to win that game. You know what I mean? They really had to win that game, and I'm surprised. It's just bad. This bad defense. It's just crazy that all the other phases of the game showed up. I think in the games last week, what we saw was we saw the whole storyline. We saw offense, we saw defense, we saw special teams, we saw coaching, we saw stars and players show up. We saw drama, we saw controversial calls. You know what I mean? Like it was all a perfect storm and a mixed bag of why we love football, and it really might have been the best football I've seen in a weekend in a string of games in a very long time. I'm not
100%.
forever, bro.
100%. I think that might have been the best in my years of watching football. That might have been the best weekend of playoff football. Matter of fact, playoff sports at all.
Playoffs.
Just playoffs. I think it was the best playoff series in any sport I've ever seen. And
Yeah,
like you said, it hit on all cylinders. Special
all
teams
cylinders.
won a game. Defense won a game.
Right.
The shootout. You know what I mean? Firing all cylinders. 25 points in under 2 minutes. 13-second win. It's just too much. It was just too much. It was just too much.
Yeah, man.
So they got a lot to live
Yeah.
up to this week. I don't think it's going to be just as exciting. I think
Have
you're going to get the best.
Have
two
my
teams.
mom jumping up and down.
How about that?
And my mom don't even really do, if it ain't the Eagles or anything, she really, little clap, little thing. She
Yeah,
was
they got
there,
you excited.
her feet kicking like this, you know what I mean? Like Big Mama usually do, you know what I mean? It was it was great. It was great ball, great football, man. So we got two games for y'all. We have the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship. Since he was on this magical run, right? And the Rams paid to get to where they are right now. So let's talk about it. Let's get into some football, and then we'll mix in some Sixers talk. We'll mix in some Eagles talk as we go here, because you know how we understand what we're seeing right here in football. And one of the biggest things that are standing out of the 3 out of the 4 teams is how important is the quarterback position. And as soon as those games happened last week, everybody in Philly talked about, we need to go get this motherfucking quarterback. And then some people was like, nah, we don't. And then, a little back and forth. So we'll mix that in there. But let's get right into the plays. Let's get right into the bets for the day. We have the Cincinnati Bengals going to Kansas City. The line is now at -7. Total is 54.5.
It's a big total.
It's a lot of points, man. It's a lot of points. And I was looking at some of these lines and some of these prop bets. So I got a lot of prop bets that I would like to talk about for this game. And you let me know what you like and what you don't like. But on this game, man, I'm thinking that, a lot of people are seeing everybody else hot, but people forget that KC, I think, has won 12 out of the last 13 games. So you want to talk about heater. You want to talk about coming in this game hot. Kansas City's playing as well as anybody in the league right now. And 7 points is a lot of points for a team that can score. And their passing defense is not so good. Now, I think this line is not inflated because you're going to Arrowhead. You got to beat the Chiefs twice in the same year. You have a rookie coach and a rookie quarterback coming in here with a young team. And you have a bad offensive line that just gave up 9 sacks not too long ago with the Cincinnati Bengals. And they still won the game, though, but they gave up 9 sacks. Kansas City's Chiefs have some dogs up front with Ingram and Chris Jones that play really well. But I really like the Bengals here, bro. I really do. I like the Bengals here to cover the points. It was at 7.5. It looks like it dipped down. I can see a lot of teasers for Kansas City, which makes a lot of sense. But if you're betting this game straight, I like Cincy in the over. I really do. I think it's going to be a lot of scoring. I think Burrow's not slowing down. The last time these teams went off, Chase went ape shit and had 11, 12 catches for 230 yards and what was it? I don't know, 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Does he replicate that? I doubt it. But do they slow him down? I doubt it. You know what I mean? I think he still gets his numbers. He still gets his overs. So I think the fact that they can score points, and I think that this game flow is going to be a little bit different until KC starts to, start scoring fast. Is that I really feel this is a Joe Mixon game. I really do. I think this is a Joe Mixon game. I think they'll run with Joe. They'll pass with Joe. They'll move the chains. They'll eat up clock. Try to keep KC's offense off the field. Like you said, we saw it last week. In 13 seconds, they went damn near the whole field. Very fast, very quick. They eat up yards fast. And I don't think Cincinnati wants to get into a shootout, but they're equipped enough to get into a shootout with with the Chiefs. So I'm leaning here towards KC, bro. Even wouldn't mind putting
KC?
in. I'm sorry, Cincy. I even wouldn't mind teasing them up. I don't think they lose by 2 scores. But the weird thing about some of these props that I'm saying, the prop for how many touchdowns Cincinnati 2.5, the odds are on the under. which is crazy to me. Right? 2.5, and the odds are better on the under for them not to score over 2 touchdowns, which is really odd to me. So, and their over and under total team total was 23.5. And I think they eat that up. You know what I mean? I'm thinking they get almost close to 30. So the way I'm looking at this game, it's either they're going to get aired out or it's going to be a shootout. You know what I mean? And I don't think they beat KC and Arrowhead, but too much going for KC right now. Too many factors, you know, and then those X factors that make you win or lose a game, it's all on KC checks all those boxes since he's never been here. You know, this is they got their first playoff win in 30 years. So, you know, I can understand the jitters, man. But I like Cincy, and I'll get into some prop bets that I also like. But tell me what you think about this game, bro.
So let's first talk about Patrick Mahomes. All right.
Go ahead.
What's this? His 4th year? This is year 4, right?
What do you mean, like in the league?
Yeah.
No, he signed the extension, right? The big extension. So this would be 5, I think, right?
I don't. That extension came early, my man. What you mean?
They signed him after
Did
the first year?
you see what he did? Like, what do you mean? He sat the bench the first year behind Alex Smith.
Right. Went
And
to the bowl the second year, right?
His first year starting, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And
So
then
he
they
came,
lost.
all right, so let's look at it. He's been in the league since, let me look back. 2017, he was drafted by the Chiefs. So 18, 19, 20. Or was it 19, 20, 21? That he's been to the Super Bowl.
He's been in the Super Bowl. If he gets there, this will be the third year.
Third time.
Yeah.
3rd year in a row.
Right. Yeah.
Can we please give some props to this man? Because it was a long time that we were talking about the Buffalo Bills when they went to the Super Bowl. Oh, Buffalo Bills are so great. They just couldn't win the Super Bowl, but they were a really good team. Blah, 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 blah. This kid has come out of the league on fire and has ultimately changed the game the way we look at it. And I just want to give props to Patrick Mahomes and what he's been doing with this Chiefs team. And I want to more importantly give props to Patrick Mahomes because how he has done it, right? Like, as magical as he is, we saw that early this year get in his way. We saw the cockiness, the confidence, the swag start getting into his way of winning football games.
Shit. And you see that knuckleball he threw?
No.
Had swag like a motherfucker.
True, and he has every reason to have that. But football will humble you. And I think early in the season he started getting humbled quickly with a lot of those losses that they were remember they were like under 500, right?
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah.
And I think with the combination of Andy Reid kind of balancing that and kind of toning him down and being able to take the check downs, you start seeing that maturation. You start seeing him going on that crazy run. So, you know, with me saying that, I think this will be his 3rd straight Super Bowl that he will attend.
Yeah,
the problem with me, and I love what I'm seeing out of Cincinnati. I think they have a great future. I love what I see out of Burrow. I love what I see out of Chase. I love the camaraderie I'm seeing out of that team. It's kind of like, you know, there's nothing to lose here. Let's just go out here and just do the best we can do and show up. But I just think going to the Chiefs, going to Kansas City is going to be too much for them, especially the way that offensive line has been playing over these last few weeks. There's no way Joe Burrow can keep up with Kansas City with the way that O-line has been playing. If that O-line has been playing anywhere between mediocre and good, this game will be similar to the Buffalo Bills game. But because of the fact that this O-line has been playing so poor, it's going to be hard for Joe Burrow to keep up with the Chiefs this week. And it's not the same as when they played them the first time. This is totally different. Playoff football, the crowd behind in the Chiefs and Arrowhead is going to be ridiculous. Burrow says he's heard it before. He's played at LSU. Granted, he has. He's been in championship moments, championship games. But Arrowhead is a different beast.
It is.
Especially when it matters, right? So I think it's going to be some trouble on that offensive line. They're playing back. Can you imagine you can't even hear? So give me the Chiefs.
It's so loud through the TV. People don't even understand that roar of the crowd.
Can't hear.
If you listen to your TV, and we'll get to you, Tone. I see you, buddy. You're itching. I know you're itching to give us plays. I'm itching to listen. So when you listen to your game and these KC games, you hear like it's almost like static in the background. Like, and that's just the crowd. But when they're on offense, KC on offense, you can hear them talking. You can hear them communicating. So you just don't understand how much energy and how loud it is in Arrowhead. It is insane. It is insane.
The O line is my key, and I think that's where the 2.5 line comes in a little bit. I think they're gonna have issues scoring because they're not gonna be able to communicate.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be a big scenario with them. Their silent count was gonna give the opportunity for those edge rushers to get off the ball a little quicker. So yeah, give me, and the line's not moved. The line hasn't moved. It's stuck at 7, maybe 7.5. Went up for a second.
Yeah, it jumped.
That's telling me Chiefs all day. So you can go ahead and dive in on that Bengals side. If anything, maybe tease the Bengals up, maybe. But I would just stay on the Chiefs side and just rock out and see Patrick Mahomes go to his Thursday.
You see James. You see Jimmy got that plus 17. Yo, he's got the best lines in the world, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on with him. Plus 17, plus 10.5. We keep telling you, James, tell us where your book is because these lines that you get are just ridiculous.
And then James this is a real conversation here. Do you think the question is, do you think the Bengals can win this game? If you don't think the Bengals can win this game, then that line, I can only imagine what you're getting the Chiefs at. Right? Like, what are you getting the Chiefs? If you think the Bengals can't win the game, then just go take that on the other side and take the Chiefs at a pick ultimately. That's what you're showing me here. That's 10 points.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're gonna get Chiefs on the plus side.
Yeah, I was about to say Chiefs might be plus money, which is
right.
insane.
So unless you think the Bengals can win outright, then don't take that bet.
Yeah.
You might as well go the other way.
All right, Tone, man. Thanks for jumping on.
Guys?
Always a pleasure to get you on here, man. Let's get right into it, bro. I gave one prop bet as my lock earlier on. Shout out to Willie Vegas, man. He gave a gem, like I told you earlier. Just saw this. Willie Vegas gave us a gem with Nadal and plus money. He was up at like 4 or 5 o'clock morning watching the game, getting that money. So shout out to Willie Vegas. But I gave out one prop bet that I really like, and I think it's a lock play. I gave Brandon Ayuk over 47.5 yards. Playing a little bit of the juice at minus 115, but I really like that play. I don't know what Deebo Sanders is right now. He hasn't been on the injury report, but he walked off with one leg on the other game. So and Kittle hasn't done too well against them. Had a couple receptions. But if you look at the average between the 2 games, they kind of kept Kittle in check. Ayuk's the only guy who really, to me, is boom or bust. So I think in that middle range of getting hit under 50 yards, I think he get this in the first half. But I digress. Tone, what's up, man?
What's up, guys? Happy Championship Sunday.
Yeah,
one of the best Sundays of the year. So I like that Ayuk play too. I was looking at it earlier in the week. I think you have a good angle there, definitely. So. I also have, I don't like to use the word lock, but it's my biggest NFL bet of the season. I have 2 units on Joe Mixon over 28.5 receiving yards. I absolutely 150% love this play. I may even do an alt line at 50 plus on FanDuel. I think it's at plus 225. I think he's going to go for at least 60 in this game. They're going to use him to alleviate the pressure. It's going to be check down city, and I expect the Chiefs Bengals to be trailing in this game. So I'm also on the Chiefs minus 7. This game may be close for a little bit, but Burrow and the Bengals, they're not ready yet. I'm a big fan of him. I'm a big fan of their team. I was on them the past 2 weeks. I cashed a money line last week against Tennessee. I just don't think they're ready for this spot yet. So I think the Chiefs are going to pull away at the end. So
I can't. Diddy, I can't let Tone come on here no more because we think too much alike. What did I say? Didn't I say a Joe Mixon game?
You said Joe Mixon.
This is a Joe Mixon game.
Mm-hmm.
I said it's a Joe Mixon game, and all my props, I got Joe Mixon sprinkled everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I really do. It just makes too much sense to me. His receptions, his over receiving yards are over now. It's at 31.5. His rushing yards, got a nice one here for you too. 150 plus rushing and receiving yards, plus 800. I think that's so live.
Yeah, I don't understand why his numbers are where they are. I mean, I don't get it. Like that's great value right there. I mean,
yeah,
he's going to be involved in the passing game for sure, and he can get all those junk yards doing that because they're going to be trailing in the second half. Like that's a great spot.
So what do you think about his rushing?
I stayed off the rushing because like I said, with the game script, I don't think that it's going to be relatively close going into the second half. So I think they're going to use him more in the passing game.
Over under 15.5 rushing attempts. carries.
That line's right where it should be.
I agree. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. It may be one of those where he's going to get a good amount early, but then not get it at the end. So it'll be a little bit of a sweat either way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that I would gun to my head, I would probably go under on that.
Yeah, like right at 15.
Yeah, I think that's a good line, because if it gets out of hand by the second half, they're throwing the ball. You know what I mean? First half, I could see him probably having like 10 carries or so. And then, they'll mix it in just to keep it balanced coming in and that. But if, the script changes, they're going to be throwing, all game. And like I said, the way they're going to win is through mixing, because they got to keep Mahomes off the field. So it just the script to me, it just says Joe Mixon on, everywhere. And I don't think Chase does what he did last game. But my fact. Tone, I keep taking your time, man. Go ahead, bro.
No, you're good. Yeah, another thing with that game, too, when they played earlier in the year, I think the Chiefs only had like 5 sacks. So, Spagnuolo was going to look at what happened last week and, put a ton of pressure on him. So that could affect his, his rushing also. So I'm also on the over in this game, 54.5. I got it at. I think Kansas City overs are like 6-2 in Mahomes' career at home. I mean, how can you not at this point? So I'm riding with that over too. So another prop that is a good look. It's Mahomes rushing yards. I mean, he seems to always get it in the playoffs. I think it's 31.5. I looked at it earlier. I'm not sure where it's at, but
30.
Pretty sure I saw 30.5. Yeah, I mean that's also a good look too. I think he got it in on the first
run. I was on it
last week. I was on it too.
Yeah.
So.
It was low. It was like 18.5.
Yeah.
And he got a 19-yard run on his first run. It was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that play. I didn't even look at Mahomes over rushing. That's a good play.
That juice is high though. It should be at 31, but it's at 30 right now. Juice is like 140 right now, 130.
140. Makes sense. That sounds like an alt play, possibly.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. What else you got for us?
I got on the other game, the Rams game. I'm going with the Rams -3.5. I think it's their time to kind of pull away here from San Fran. Look, Jimmy G did it on the last game of the season. The Rams kind of let that game slip away. I don't see him doing it again. I think the Rams are on a mission. I think Stafford is playing extremely well. Beckham is acclimated into the offense. Von Miller's acclimated into the defense. I think McVay is going to be ready for this game. And I went back and forth on this with the hook, but in the end I went with the -3.5 for the Rams. And then a couple props I locked in that game. I have Debo over 51.5 receiving yards. I don't think he's going to get his yardage running the ball in this game. The Rams have a good run defense. I think they're going to get him in the open field. He's hit this in the last 4 games, I think, against the Rams. They're going to use him on screen passes and get him in the open field. So I went with his receiving yards. And then I'm sticking with Cooper Kupp over 102 receiving yards. The Niners gave up, I think, like over 2,700 yards to slot receivers. Kupp usually lines up in the slot. Rams are gonna stick with what's working for them. So 102.5. I'm gonna go much higher than that. I think it's kind of like right there. But yeah, they're gonna stick with Cooper Kupp in this game. So.
Yeah, he's averaging about 110 against them, like 7 catches and 110 against them. So I saw that too, and it's so high, but he's going to get it. He's just going to get it.
I don't like playing over 100 unless it's like plus money on an alt line, but I see no reason to stay off this one. So.
All right, I want to throw some ones I got here lined up. I got. Can you see that? Was it 7? Can you see that? I have 17 props. 17 props. All right. So my first one that I like was I was following same thought process with the over. I saw that with Mahomes, but I took the alternate over 60 at plus 165. I like the KC money line. This is all DraftKings. KC money line and over. That's at plus 135. I think that's a really good bet. And then we talked about Mixon. We talked about the Mixon special prop player, 150 rushing and receiving yards at plus 800. I think that's a great value. And he has a chance to hit that. I like Stafford for over to throw an interception at minus 115.
Yeah, he's always good for one. So
yeah,
where's Burrow's at? Throwing an interception.
Let me check. Stafford has he hasn't thrown an interception in the last 2 games, but before that he had 8 out of the last 4. And out of the 2 games against the Niners, he's thrown 4 interceptions out of the 2 games. So he's thrown 2 in each one. I think he's due for one. People talk about, players that haven't been here. This is another one. Stafford's never been here, right? He's got his first, he got his first win this year in the playoffs. I think he's one of those players who's got ice in his veins, though, because obviously in that last game against Tom, he made the throw to get Kupp, open. Which Kupp would have scored there? Had a live bet on him scoring over 2 touchdowns. If he leads him out a little bit more, maybe that might be possible. But I think he throws a pick here. It's going to be a really good game. And for your pick, your interceptions, minus 145 for Burrow to throw a pick. So there's that play. All right, another prop play I got here is we talked about Brandon Ayuk already. I think Kittle's due. So I got over Kittle. This is just a gut feeling. His numbers don't seem to match up with it. One game he had 5 catches for 10 yards. Another game he had 5 catches for 50 yards. But I just don't think Debo's going to be 100% healthy. So they're going to have to go to the winners. I think Shanahan's smart enough to get Kittle the ball. I think it would be smart. The Rams are typically good against tight ends. But I think for them to have success and for them to win the game, there's no way Kittle cannot have a decent game. So I like George Kittle over 52.5 yards. And I think that's it. Yeah. A couple other ones are just kind of, I had Cooper Kupp over 8.5 receptions. That's so tough for him to get that, but he does get it a lot. So those are some prop plays that I'm looking at. But the all Joe Mixon stuff I really love. Really love all Joe Mixon stuff today. And then that KC little small parlay, KC money line over 54.5. I think that's a good bet at 1+35.
I actually forgot too. I locked in a same game par that I like for that Kansas City game. It's,
look at Tom getting to the parlay party. Let's go.
So plus 38.68. I have the Chiefs -7 over 54.5. Mahomes over 290.5 passing yards. Burrow over 288.5 passing yards, and then Mixon 60+ receiving yards. So plus 38.68 on that same game par. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Every parlay has a sweat. What's the sweat in that one? The Burrow?
I ain't sweating, dude.
I like it.
I gotta be honest. Like
I ain't sweating.
I am not sweating. So I woke up. I was looking at it. I'm like, I'm doing it. Like no questions. Boom, 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 and lined it up. So
let's go.
I stayed away from the touchdowns because that's always, they're always a little tough.
That's always tough.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Tone. I like it. All right, Tone, I appreciate you jumping on. Hey, I know you had some big announcement that you threw on Twitter. Tell everybody where they can find you for some more. You always do. You always up to date and hit you with hockey plays every day. So for our hockey fans out there, man, make sure y'all check out Tone.
I actually have a hockey play for 1 p.m. Pittsburgh Penguins first period -0.5 plus 135.
Let's go.
What is it? Wait, say it one more time.
See, that's how they beat Tone. What? Tone gave us his heart. What'd you say? Stop.
He's never ready. He ain't look. So I'm thinking he ain't ready.
Right now. Go ahead, Tone. What was it?
Pittsburgh Penguins first period -0.5. It's plus 135. I got it on DraftKings. So they just have to win the first period. Ties lose, obviously loss loses, so they have to win the first period on that -0.5.
Is this because LA's on a what? Is this a back-to-back for them?
Yeah, they played the Flyers yesterday. It's third game in 4 nights. Penguins have lost to 2 bad teams at home the last couple games, so I think they're going to come out quick and get off to a good start. And I was surprised it was plus 135. I think it's plus 120 on FanDuel, but DraftKings plus 135. And then as far as the announcement goes, I signed on with another site. Flash Picks is their name. Did an article for the Rams game. I'll be doing some stuff for the Super Bowl for them also, I believe. So
congratulations.
I appreciate the thanks guys. I appreciate the shout out.
Yeah, for sure, man. Always, man. Friend of the family. Friend of the pod. Always got to show love, bro. For sure. And I'm locking in that Penguins play right now.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, Toe, man. Appreciate you jumping on, man. Good luck today. And keep us in the loop if anything changes. Make sure y'all go follow Tone Takes on Twitter. Always giving us some great hockey plays.
All right. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the day. Good game.
Yes, sir. See you.
All right. Good luck. See you.
All right. Back to the games. Tone always giving us some locks, man. Love it. So where are you going for this game, bro? For the Cincy KC game. Are you going KC -7?
I got them already. I got the plays in already in a teaser. So
Okay.
I might dibble dabble maybe with the first half, but I'll probably do more live betting.
Okay. All right. What, and you have a teaser and a big teaser? I'm assuming.
So I got two big teasers. Yep. I got let me just take a look here.
Come on, give us your teaser. All right, so James, while he's looking for the teaser, what's up, James? Any NCAA picks, guys? I like Cornell and points. So we gave some NCAA plays earlier in the game. We had a teaser: Purdue, Wisconsin, Iona were some of the plays that we were looking at. There was a couple other odd plays, not odd plays, but a couple other plays that we had in there.
Providence.
What'd you say?
It was Providence.
Providence. That's right. Go ahead.
You can do money line there. Over 134 in the Cleveland State, Northern Kentucky, and then Cincinnati -5.5.
Yep. There you go, bro.
So I got three unit teaser, Rams and Chiefs.
Rams and Chiefs.
And then I got a 4-team teaser, 2-unit, Cincinnati 20, KC +6, 49ers +16.5, Rams +9.5.
Okay.
I think all those games would be pretty close within 3 touchdowns, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But don't forget, I already had those future bets, so I'm super live on a lot of things. My future bets was Niners against the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
That was 50 to bring 1,500. That was plus 3,000. Then I got the Rams versus Cincinnati plus 3,500. And then I got the Chiefs versus the Rams plus 1,500. So I'm pretty stacked up and covered.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a beautiful weekend for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Agree to the poll, but please cash facts. Because I got Brady winning the MVP too at plus 900. So I need. If he retires, just give him the MVP. Let's get a go his flowers as he walks away. Absolutely agree there, Gregory. We need to cash these tickets, man. What I say what was the morning read, the morning take when I came on? Making bet and cashing tickets, man. We're here to collect. We're not here to donate. Here to collect. All right. Let's go to the second game. If I can get my thing back up here. Second game. A lot of controversy in this game. A lot of sides. About 50-50 where the money's going. We have the San Francisco 49ers playing the Rams for the third time. The line is now -3.5 Rams. Total is 45.5. I think somebody put a stat up. I saw it somewhere that in sweeping games, the sweeping team, the team is going for the sweep and winning 3 times in a row, I believe was 14-8 in the history of the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Now that line is at 3.5, so there's a lot of Rams love. And now the money line just got hit. The money line was at 155. Now it's at 145. And I'm a probability guy. I'm a stats guy. I'm a numbers guy, but I'm also a feel guy. Get a feel, use that gut reaction a little bit and a little bit of luck that helps you there to get you there. I don't understand why the Rams are even favored this much, bro. I really don't. I don't understand. They've lost twice to the Niners this year. They have lost the last 6 games to the Niners in totality. And this line is still -3.5. You know what I mean? And there's a really interesting bet that is pro Rams that I really like. But I can't back the Rams here, man. I really can't. I really can't back the Rams. I am on the 49ers money line on this one. I think the Niners win the game outright. I know they got some injuries, but there's something about that matchup that Sean McVay can't figure out right now. And the fact that you lost the last 6 times to the same guy tells me you're just not in the same class, or the scheme is just not working. He's going to have to do something extra special to be able to beat San Fran today. I don't know what it is, but somebody's going to have to be special today for them to win. They have the players to do it. They have the defense and the offense to do it. But does it happen? I don't know. I don't think so. I actually in leaning here 49ers to win the game outright here at the plus money line, man. What you thinking?
That's ballsy, man. I mean, I think you already know where I'm thinking. I'm going Rams. I'm Rams all day. I just think it's very hard to beat a team in a season 3 times. See a team 3 times in a row, it's going to be tough.
But is it though? Because that's a real stat. Like that's a real stat. Like it's literally 14-8, 14-9 with the sweeping team winning the series in 3 games in the last like 30 years in the NFL. So the numbers and the probability is pointing to the Niners.
Yeah, and with all those stats, the line is still 3.5.
That's what I don't get. The line is so weird to me.
Nah, it's telling you the Rams.
Like, how is that not built in? I mean,
it's telling you the Rams.
It's telling me the Rams, and then not even that. Is this really a home game for LA? This ain't a home game for LA.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of Niner fans in there.
It's gonna be a lot of Niners fans in SoFi today.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, why is this line 3.5? If it was 2.5 and 2, then it would make sense to me.
Because they don't believe in Garoppolo. That's the problem. They don't believe that Garoppolo can make the play to win you the game.
Wins.
I know, and he wins. But
he
it's one of them things that, it's like the Nick Foles, right? It's like but he won, right? It's like, but we don't want Nick Foles to be our starting quarterback. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. It's just that he's always going to give you that one play that's going to mess up the game or keep the game close. And he's done that in every single game in the playoffs. It just so happens they have pulled it out.
But then
he did it last week against Green Bay Packers. Huh?
He makes plays when he needs to make plays, though.
Or they hand the ball off. I think that's what happened last week. He threw that interception going to the end zone when they really needed a touchdown to close the half. That was bad.
That was
against
bad.
Against the Cowboys. Same thing. Controlling the game up 2 scores. You throw an the only thing you couldn't do right there is throw an interception at the 50-yard line. And Cowboys come down and score. It's just so I think it's those things. And then you're going against a healthy defense now that's seen this team 2 times. You got all pros, you got Hall of Famers on that defensive side. Right now, you got 2 super edge rushers that are going to give havoc. I don't know if Bosa's super 100%. Samuel's not 100%.
The only thing that was big about the line was the starting tackle for the Rams is playing Whitmore or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
I forget what his name is, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Arrowhead.
I just think that this matchup is just, like you said, it has run into San Fran's favor. If you're going, I don't know if I'd rather you go to 3.5 than the money line.
Than the money line.
Yeah, because I think you're getting a hook, right? You're getting a 3.5 hook.
Yeah,
I think this game will be close. That's why I cover my bet, because I can get San Fran all the way up to damn near, whatever, 16.5. So, I think it's going to be a tight game. You're going to have to really see some magic from Stafford. I think he got it, man. I think he has it. I mean, if you're going to take the San Fran 49ers,
well, they paid for it, right? He better have it. They paid for it to get him here. You know what I mean? Like they paid to get him. So this is what he's here for this specific moment. Right. Well, and last week too, for him to win the game, but for this specific moment, this is why he's here. He's here to get the job done. He's here to take them to a Super Bowl and hopefully eventually win a Super Bowl. Once he gets to the Super Bowl, all bets are off. But you brought him in here to get you to the dance.
And isn't Trent Williams hurt?
So he said he was going to play. He's questionable as of right now.
That's
I haven't
huge.
seen anything about him.
He has the ankle too, right?
Yeah, he has an ankle injury.
That's huge, man. Those are big. I mean, you got to go against, what I'm saying, a Super Bowl MVP.
That's like, the worry is the injuries.
Yeah.
Is the injuries is the worry with San Fran. They're not coming in fully healthy.
Right.
And
it was a rough game last game. It was a hard, cold, fought game last week against the Packers. You're on your 3rd straight road game yay or nay.
This
It's
ain't a
tough.
road game.
It's
That's
a
what I'm
you gotta.
saying.
I gotta get up. I gotta travel. I gotta get to LA.
They
It's still
hey,
it's still 3 straight road games. It's hard to do.
look at this, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look where we get. Look where we hitting.
Oh, okay.
Greetings from Africa. What's up, boy?
Well, it says African. I don't know if he's from Africa.
Oh, African. My bad. Damn. I thought we was hitting international waters. You know what I mean?
So, I don't know. I mean, like I said, if I was you and you like San Fran, take the plus 3.5 because you're getting the hook. I just don't see the Rams losing here.
Yeah, I do.
Head then. There we go.
I can't go against that. Like, how can I bet against a team? How can I bet against a team who's beat them 6 times in a row, bro?
How strong you like that that bet? Can I run the bottle back?
Just so you. Oh no!
I can't run the bottle. You ain't gonna give me my run back. I can't get the run back.
No.
Damn.
No, we now, like I said, we come here to collect. We come here to collect.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
He's the guy that sit at the poker table, one wheel in hand, and get up, and I gotta go.
Yeah.
He that guy.
Yep. I need that bottle for sure.
He get that one win, and then he gotta get his chips up, and he gotta go.
I was right. Look at that. Yes, I'm from Algeria in Africa. My man. Appreciate you jumping on, man. Appreciate you jumping on. Love it. Yeah, so I got some prop plays here. Like I said, I do like the money line here. Take a nibble at that. I do like also Elijah Mitchell over rushing yards. I didn't give that when Tom was on, because we didn't get to the game just yet. But I do like Elijah Mitchell over his rushing yards. He's had over I believe 70 at least 65 to 70 yards in both games. They're gonna run the ball.
Yeah.
We talked about the Stafford interceptions as well. I do like a little Jimmy G here over 230 yards. I think they're going to have to throw the ball. Oh, man, people just hate on Jimmy. It's like hating on Brady. Like, you just hate when people win.
Nah, it just seems like you're leaning all your props to the 49ers somehow to 49ers winning the game. That's what it sounds
like. Sure. Why wouldn't I? I'm not going to go all Rams if I think the Niners are going to win the game.
I didn't say all Rams. I'm saying you're betting your props in ways that the Niners are going to win.
Yeah, I mean, I like a little Cooper Kupp here, man. I had the Cooper Kupp over here, but I'm going off what I'm seeing, and how I fit and how I think the game script is going to be played and go out and be played. And then here's the one you might like. It is, so I looked it up. They have the statistics on the rushing playoff statistics for all the games. And right now, Cam Akers is sitting 40 yards behind Mitchell. So there's a bet on DraftKings let me see if I can find it real quick, for Cam Akers to lead the playoffs in rushing for most rushing yards at plus 425. I think it's a lot of good value on that bet, especially if you like the Rams to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, bro. We talking about sports, man. We talking about football. We talking about basketball. We giving everybody some great betting advice. We're not betting professionals or anything like this. This is for pure entertainment only. Obviously, you got to do the disclaimer, but we win people money here. We win people money every week, week in, week out. And not saying we're perfect. We do lose. Absolutely, we lose. But we win money for people who are about sports. Everybody can bet from this today. And almost everywhere across the states. And the crazy thing is, it's not even all the states yet. It's only half. It's less than half. Mm-hmm. But everybody's betting. Everybody's talking about sports betting. So please share the show. I always say this thing: tell a friend and tell a motherfucking friend. And appreciate you for jumping on. But I really like this bet right here. I really like this Cam Akers plus 425 bet for him to have the most playoff rushing yards in the league. I mean, in the playoffs. And I'm assuming it's including the Super Bowl, right? I would assume so, right? It would be including the Super Bowl. So if he gets there, right, more than likely he's going to lead the league and lead in rushing and catch Mitchell. Mitchell's up on him by 40 yards. I have to double check that, but I think that's extreme value from Cam Akers to lead the playoffs in rushing at plus 425. I think that's a good bet.
Yeah, I like the bet. I think it's it's good value. +4 or something. It's good value.
Yeah.
So,
All right, man.
but,
So
but
we
at the
talked.
same, I don't know.
Go ahead. What?
I was gonna say at the same time, you said you liked Elijah Mitchell's overs rushing yards.
I have it in there. It's based off what he's been averaging the last 2 games against them.
And then you said you liked the Niners to win.
I like the Niners to win, but if that was my hedge bet, that would be my hedge bet.
Okay, got you. I got the hedge bet. I feel
if I would lose everything, then I got that can bet. Then more than likely is going to hit.
Okay, that makes sense.
And especially if they include, the Super Bowl as part of the playoff statistics, which I think they would.
I like it.
So,
Okay.
all right, man. We talked about a lot of plays today, man. In 2 games, we gave some props. Tone was on, gave us a little hockey play today as well, and I'll give that out just in case y'all missed it. Plus 135 for the Penguins, minus 0.5, which is pretty much puck line for the Pittsburgh Penguins to be winning in the first period. That's plus 135. And like B Diddy was even picked up really quickly. The Kings are coming off a back-to-back. They lost to the Flyers yesterday. They've been losing a couple, and the Penguins have lost a couple to a couple bad teams. So the thought process in this game is that Penguins are going to get out fast, and make sure they get a win today. So I do like that play, and I plan to look at that play as well. Let's talk about a little bit of Sixers. Let's talk about a little bit of Eagle stuff, man. How did you feel, or what was your thoughts, real quick here, about after seeing the playoffs, after seeing these quarterbacks, play, has your mind changed about making a trade with those 3 first-round picks?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Jalen Hurts is our future quarterback. So with that being said, I think we got to do what we got to do to make sure that we can get a franchise quarterback here and take a shot at possible Deshaun Watson, take a shot at possibly Russell Wilson. I think Jalen Hurts is a great athlete. I think he's a great teammate. I think he has a football quality as a leader. I just think he doesn't have the attributes that can actually get us over the hump, especially when we're looking at quarterbacks like a Joe Burrow and a Patrick Mahomes for the next 10 to 12 years, or a Josh Allen to be able to get over the hump. We're not going to be able to get over the hump to win a championship when we got to face one of those 3 players. So we need somebody that can help us out. And I would say Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson are guys we got to go after to possibly make a run for a championship here.
So you're saying that you got to pull the trigger there?
Got to.
Right.
I mean, if you want to contend,
yeah.
If you want to contend, unless we wait for the next wave of quarterbacks. Not a quarterback out here right now that's coming out that's going to change anybody's. Maybe Kenny Pickett, but he's going to be in Pittsburgh, most likely. He'll drop to Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh can continue to be a staple in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you here, bro. I think that after seeing all this, if you want to be patient when it hurts, I get it. But what we've seen from the Eagles in the past, especially in the draft, is that they went up and got their man. They went and got up Donovan. They went and got Wentz. So when they have the tools and the firepower to go get a quarterback, Howie does not sit back. He typically pulls the trigger to make sure he gets that difference maker. So I do agree, and I do believe that we're looking at them possibly pulling the trigger. I won't want to give up all 3 first-round picks for Russ, but I would definitely give up 2. I would give up 2. Maybe next year, but I need to pick something in this first-round pick in this first round. I need to get 1 draft. But if I give you 2, and maybe a first round next year, and you give me Russ and maybe a 3rd round pick, okay, I'll pull the trigger on that. I definitely pull the trigger on that, and I would take Russ. I really want Watson, but I know they won't do watching just because he just comes with too much noise, comes with too much baggage. So I completely agree. 10, 9,
I
8,
love Watson,
70
though.
Sixers, man.
Yeah. I know.
How about them? How about those Sixers playing
good,
really
man.
well? I had a funny conversation with somebody on Twitter, and it was talking about the 0-1 team with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Does this team remind you of that?
No.
The star, and just a lot of role players around him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can. It's the opposite of AI and saying Embiid, right? Is that what we're saying? Like the opposite position,
right. Because it's been
and
a
then you got
conversation. Is
Matisse
Embiid
can be
the
like your
best
George
Sixer
Lynch.
ever? Like, is he putting together a resume that he's going to become the best Sixer ever, or if not, do you think he is now?
No, I don't think he is now, and I think the problem with that is because AI has put such a staple in Philadelphia. It's going to be very, very hard to compete. It's almost like the Mike Jordan of basketball here.
Right.
So it's going to be tough. Is Embiid a Hall of Famer and working toward a Hall of Fame career? Absolutely. He's to me, he's my leading vote getter in the MVP. The only caveat to him is he going to last? Right? Can he stay healthy? That's what hurt him last year, and that's why he lost MVP to Jokic last year, is because he got hurt. It's still a long season ahead of us. A lot of things can change, and most importantly, and I don't want to say anything, I'm gonna knock on wood, is his health. I think he's done well. He looks good. His body looks like it's pretty tight. He's been running up and down. He looks like he's in shape. And man, the way he's been moving, dribble driving to the basket, I used to hate seeing it.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing he's getting better with his body, the way he attacks the rim, and he's pretty much unstoppable, no matter who's defending him. You saw him yesterday. It was like, some of them plays, those big guys was like, man, nothing I can do. It was a foul. It was a foul. There's nothing they can do.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah,
he's unguardable one-on-one.
Right.
Yeah,
I still feel like the Sixers are missing a piece, and I think that's always going to stop us until we get that triple threat player that can kind of, when Embiid is not on, can somebody else step up and keep us in a game? It's not Tobias. You know what I'm saying? Even when we watched the game last night, and so yesterday was actually a trap game ultimately for the Sixers. We come off of playing the Lakers, right? You got the trap game of playing a bad Sacramento team, and then we got Memphis coming up tomorrow. So this is really an ultimate trap game, and they were going to lose that game until Embiid stepped up. He had one field goal in the first half, and they were down damn 20 or damn 15, whatever. And then he kind of caught wind, and then now the team start rolling. We're missing that extra piece. I hope we do something with the trade line. Like I said, I think word to the ear in the street is that we got something coming. Hopefully that's a big piece, and we'll be happy for it. So we'll see.
Do you think this team can beat that 0-1 team in the 7-game series?
No.
Really?
No, because don't forget we have Mutombo, one of the greatest defenders and shot blockers ever.
Embiid would cook Mutombo.
He would cook him, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, true.
And again, who's going to stop AI? Nobody.
Yeah, nobody's going to stop
Matisse. No, Matisse.
No.
And then don't forget, we also had we were a really good defensive team. You had Snow up there. You had George Lynch.
McKee was around.
McKee, you know what I'm saying? Like the 6 man come up the bench. You know what I'm saying? So we had Hill, and we just had a great defensive team. And we are ready right now. If it ain't Embiid scoring, who else is going to score?
Yeah, it's the question. That's the same question on that team, though.
What? Who's going to score?
Yeah,
we know who's going to score, but But this team ain't as
AI don't score. Who's going to score?
But this team ain't as defensively driven the way that team was.
I agree, but I think this team is deeper. I think this team is deeper than them because I talked about this and I was like, well, who made big shots on that 0-1 team outside of AI? Who could he go to give you a good mid-range? And the only person I really could come to who was consistent was McKee.
Yeah, well, he's the 6th man of the year.
Yeah, he's the only one that I could understand. But on this team, we go what? 6 deep, maybe?
Yeah, but don't forget we had that year we had what? The MVP, the 6th man of the year.
I think Embiid gets the MVP this year. As long as
the defensive player of the year, right? That year, that team we had like three huge rewards.
Yeah, no, McKee was a 6th of the year MVP, and I'm not sure if anybody else.
I think we had a defensive player of the year.
No, I don't think we.
Yeah.
Who?
Yes, we did. I'm gonna look it up.
Who was defensive player of the year in
I'm
01?
telling you, Mutombo. Somebody was George Lynch.
Mutombo?
Somebody was locking somebody up.
Did you just say
telling
George
you.
Lynch?
Yo, I'm telling you. Wait, we're gonna figure it out.
Matisse might win the defensive player of the year this
What
year.
year is that? 2001.
01. Real quick.
2001.
For y'all out there who's still watching us, we talking Sixers real quick before we get out of here. Who wins? Here's a great question. Who wins in a 7-game series? The 01
Thank
team.
you. That's what. Let me tell you I know what I'm talking about, boy. That year we had the MVP in Allen Iverson, the coach of the year in Larry Brown, sixth man of the year in McKee, and defensive player of the year in Mutombo. That's what I'm talking about.
We traded for Mutombo.
Nah, bro, nah.
Oh, we traded for Mutombo.
I told you.
Start with us.
Nah, I was right. I know my basketball, man.
What are you talking about? You said George Lynch.
I knew we had a defensive player. It was somebody. I just couldn't figure out.
George Lynch won.
You got me off of Mutombo.
I didn't get you off of Mutombo.
Yes, you did. You was like Mutombo.
Because he wasn't in none of the pictures.
So to answer your question, no.
Okay.
This team here, if we have the best player
in
on the league team right now in the league, right? Possibly the MVP and Embiid. Got to go against the defensive player of the year. It's going to be tough. Now Embiid is tough, but he ain't Shaq.
Not yet.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't dominant like Shaq, where Mutombo got.
Not yet.
You know what I'm saying?
This shit looking real ugly this year though, because he giving everybody 35 and 10.
Yeah, but he more finesse. He's not as dominant as far as physically dominant.
It don't matter what it looked like.
Well, I mean, I think that was Mutombo's issue, is that he couldn't hold his own against Shaq. I think he can hold his own. I think Mutombo at that year can hold his own against Embiid. I don't think Embiid goes crazy.
You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. All right, real quick, we got a question for you, B. Diddy. You said Providence Riot, which is your best bet for NCAA basketball today?
Well, I gave that teaser out. I think that's my best bet, which was that teaser was
I got it written down. Let me go back. It was Purdue, Wisconsin, Iona.
Yep, that's a 3-team teaser. You got pretty much Purdue -1.5, Wisconsin -3.5, and Iona -2. That was my best bet. If I was to go out of those three, I like Providence at home here. Providence been on a roll, especially in the Big East so far. Let me just make sure and confirm. Looking at the game, it is at home, right? Yeah, Providence at home. Short line. I have bet a lot this year so far on Marquette and been winning. I just think it's going to be a tough game for them going on the road here in Providence. That's been really cooking lately. So I would say out of those three that I put Providence to total over 134 in the Cleveland State and Northern Kentucky or Cincinnati, I would go Providence. Money line.
All right. There it is, man. I want to thank everybody for joining, especially our friend from Africa who logged in, said he didn't know shit about sports, and I'm talking too fast. So, but hey, somebody might know something, man. And hey, we should have talked some football, some soccer. Yeah. You should have gave him some soccer picks. I didn't even think about that. You know how big soccer is over there, but hopefully he's back next week. Thank y'all all for joining in. Make sure you hit that like notification. We back every week. We not stopping. When football season, we still gonna keep going. We gonna still keep giving bets. We gonna keep still winning money. You know what we do. Follow us all on social media. I'm on Money Pop Podcast. I am on Twitter giving out free bets. I might have a same game day parlay, but you know, let's have a little bit of luck today. Let's win some money. Let's go. Moss Money. B Diddy. Money Pop Podcast. A2D Radio. We out. I can't even play my go out music, man. They flagged me on it.
Damn.
I know, right? We can't even play our music, man. We got to hit them with the A2D song.
I think we got to do.
They do what they got to do. We out of here, y'all.
Let's go! This ain't the Rock Knight. Oh, this game, he stinks!
Oh, shit!